It's your destiny to greatness with Dr. C and Brothers Keeper. Today, where we've been, where we're going, and Friday trivia. And now, here are Dr. C and Brothers Keeper.
Hello, everyone, and welcome to your destiny to greatness. I'm happy to be here, and I sure hope you're happy to be watching. How are you?
And you know I'm excited.
You're excited?
I'm excited.
I am too. I'm excited to be here with you. So let's go ahead and tell the people what it is that we're talking about today.
Okay.
All right. Our subject today is It's Your Season. So, is it your season too?
Oh yes, whatever it is, whatever's coming to me at the time, I know it's my particular season, and I'm going to embrace it, whether it's good, bad, or indifferent, because I know everything works for the good.
Okay.
Those who love the Lord.
All right. Oh, I like that. So, basically, you're talking about different seasons.
Yes.
Well, that's what we're going to get into today, talking
Okay.
about our different seasons of life. So, just stay right there. We won't be long. We'll be right back.
God made you a promise. You stood the test. He'll open up the windows, pour you out a blessing. It's your season to be blessed.
All right. It is your season. And as Brothers Keeper was saying, that we have several seasons. In the natural, we have 4 seasons. So therefore, we have to embrace the seasons of our life. Because you were saying that sometimes people...
They seem to have a misconception that when the statement is made, it's your season, that it's the time of being prosperous. Not understanding as the seasons come along. Let's talk about a farmer.
Okay.
In the spring, when the spring comes, that's
Yes.
when he starts to plant things.
Yes, have to do some planning.
And if it was his season, he's just planting. But at the same time, he had the faith and the confidence that those seeds are going to grow.
Exactly.
So while he's waiting, he's tending, he's not sitting still.
Right.
But he's in that season. And as he cultivates his crop, as it starts to grow, there come a time when the summer comes warm and it starts to flourish, then he's able to reap the harvest later on in another season.
Right.
Because he's going through several seasons.
Right. Well, I like that. And the thing about it, in our seasons, it's good for us to be able to embrace the differences in our seasons, because many times there's a lesson in those seasons for us to learn. So yes, there is a season for us to prosper. And to prosper doesn't necessarily mean that it's always money, but it's that whatever we put our hands to will just flourish and do well.
If I could piggyback on something
Sure.
you just said. You said sometimes when we're in a season, there are many things to be learned. Unfortunately, if we're in the season and we don't learn those things that we need to learn,
Okay.
just be careful when you find yourself back in that particular season again. Because there are things to be learned, and one way or the other, we're going to learn.
That's true.
Yeah.
And I've gotten to the point now in these later years, and I don't care whether it's a good situation, and sometimes they can last for a little piece,
Yeah.
or a bad situation, which we don't want those to last, but they do at times. But I find myself asking the Lord, let me learn what it is that you would have me to learn, and then let me be helpful to others along the way.
Yeah, who may be, and say we all can be in a similar season, but we don't go through the same season, because what's for you is for you, and what's for me is for me. But at the same time, as we're going through, there are some similarities. So for whatever you can take that's prudent from your season, and you can talk to me about it, I may not be stuck in like a negative season as long, because some of the prudent advice that you gave me will help me rise above some of the adversity that may be going on in the season at the present time.
Yes. And what I found, even within the past few months, some of the things that I was going through didn't necessarily feel all that good, but it was just constantly molding me. And that particular lesson, I was able to use to witness to someone else that came and was going through a similar situation.
Yes.
But had I not successfully gone through that, I wouldn't have known what to say to that person, not encouraging anyway.
Well, that's what I was just speaking to before about how we I guess it's just like when you go into school when you get recycled.
Yes.
Because you didn't learn the things that you should have
Right.
learned and you weren't up to par. Because I'm thinking that the Lord would not put us out there to be a helping individual if we hadn't learned the things that we should learn to be able to help someone else. Because we have that erroneous or faulty thinking, and we'll take that with us if we don't successfully come through that stage. And now not just us will be crippled. The people that we're giving this bad advice to, they'll be crippled too. So I'm pretty sure that's why we have to appreciate these seasons and understand how much God loves us. He loves us enough that we get this prudent knowledge so we can pass it on to someone else.
Well, we want to continue to pass on some knowledge to you. So we're going to take a break, stay right there, and then come on back because it truly is your season. Hi, everyone. I hope you're enjoying the show. For more information about the show or to be a guest, check out Your Destiny to Greatness show on Facebook or email us at your.destinytogreatness@gmail.com. Ladies and gentlemen, I am reminded that there are seasons, all seasons for us. And in Ecclesiastes 3:1, to everything there is a season.
Yes.
And a time to every purpose under heaven.
Yes.
So everything is a season. And we're getting ready to move into one of our holidays next month, Thanksgiving. There's a season all the time for Thanksgiving. Because as long as we have life, health, and strength, some people say a potion of my health and strength. No, if we're here, we have this life, health,
What
and
you
strength.
got is what you got.
Yes.
That's yours.
And we should be thankful because many people are not here right now. But we have that opportunity to get things right if we messed up yesterday or earlier today. So I'm thankful. Are you thankful?
I'm thankful.
Yeah.
Certainly, she has a valid point there because we can get caught up in the hustle and bustle of life. And sometimes we can zip right through the seasons and be oblivious that the seasons are even happening in our lives because we're so busy looking for the harvest to be reaped, but we don't have time to put in the work to get the harvest going. I mean, how many farmers have you ever seen wake up in the morning and their corn is growing in their field and they never even started the tractor yet?
No, that doesn't happen.
Many people want the end result and do none of the work in the beginning.
You know, something you said just now, that we don't have the time. No, we don't take the time.
Yes.
Because I heard you say on a previous show that we have 24 hours in a day. And what are we doing with that time?
24 hours.
Many times we can pack it with things that are worthless and tires us out and all of that. But we need to look at and see what it is that we're supposed to do so that we can be able to reap.
Yes, because we all have a purpose. And as you say, we have to reevaluate what part of our doing all day long is edifying the purpose that God put us here, whether it's helping someone or an encouraging word. If it's all about ourselves, I don't think we're going to reap much harvest.
No. You're already getting it.
Yeah.
You're already getting it.
Yeah, and it's just tangible and it's not going to last long.
Exactly. But what we want to look for and strive for is a harvest that by ourselves we can't produce, that God will help us to produce this particular harvest. Because no matter what it is that we're doing in life, as long as we're working and we're working according to the will of God, then we're going to reap if we faint not.
Yes.
Yes.
And as long as we have the right attitude and we believe in His process, He's going to bless us. But we have to do the work and believe in His process. Because if we don't believe, how can we have faith? How will we be able to hope for those things that we can't see? Unless we first believe. Believe in His process, not our process.
Right.
Because His ways are higher than ours.
Yes.
So we must first believe that it's possible. Then we'll be able to move through the seasons. Whether sometimes we fall and go back to a season, okay, let's go through it. Move on to the next season. And just don't ponder on it, because we understand where we are and what we're doing, and just ask the Lord to guide us through, and
yes.
we keep it moving.
Yes, exactly. So, ladies and gentlemen, whether you're in a season of abundance, good times, not so good times, just learn and get what you need to get. Keep praying to the Lord to help you make it through. And we know you'll be able to reap a wonderful, plentiful harvest, because the Lord said, He already said that the laborers were few. So let's all get on board and start working for the Lord and allowing Him to work through us. It is your season. Enjoy.
Okay, we're back. And you know it's time for Friday Trivia.
Yes.
So let's talk about Job. And we was talking about the season. And there's also a season which is winter, when things in the natural gets cold. We kind of come inside. It keeps us contained. We can't get around as much as we can. And in the spiritual realm, it's a time of rest. We're moving in and out of season. Sometimes we have to rest.
Yes.
Get somewhere and get our thoughts together so we can be able to embrace the next season that's about to come our way.
Steal away for a little while.
Yeah.
And have that communion with Christ. And sometimes that portion of your season is not necessarily a whole season, but these should be things that we should have a season in our day, a portion of our day where we just allow God to minister to us.
So while we're at rest, you have that refreshment moment.
Okay.
So we'll be fortified and be able to run the race that's put before us. We was talking about Job. And Job was going through some seasons, and I'm pretty sure he probably thought this was, if we could say, this was somewhere between fall and winter, because he was prosperous. He had a lot of cattle, and he had pretty much a lot of stuff. And all of a sudden, the enemy came upon him, and he was just tossed into a new season that he hadn't expected. But while going through his season, my question is, as he was going through his adversity, what was Job's mindset?
I like that.
Yes.
Very, very good question. So even in his time of being down, or his time of loss, and people turning
Their backs on him.
even people that were close to him. And that's definitely some adversity that some of us, or most of us, have experienced.
Yes.
But that's an example there, because even with that adversity, his response was powerful.
Yes.
His response was powerful. So you're asking, while he was going through that adversity, how did he respond? Is that what you're saying?
What was his response?
What was
to
his
it?
response? That's good, ladies and gentlemen. Come on, get your answers in. We're so excited of those of you who do participate. It's exciting to us. And get your answers in by 11:59
PM.
Exactly, PM, and email them to your.destinytogreatness@gmail.com. It's Friday Trivia.
Hi, I'm here today with your health tip. Because of the seasons changing, the climate's getting a little colder. It's about time for us to be looking forward to getting our flu shots, which the younger people in our society and the older people in our society are most susceptible to the flu. So it would be a good idea to consult our doctors to see whether or not it would be advisable to us to get a flu shot. And there are many locations that are offering the flu shots for free. So let's get out there and see what we can do to combat the flu this year. And this is your health tip. It's just me thinking again. Hello, this is Brothers Keeper, and it's just me thinking again. I'm here today to tell you that you can make it. You matter to yourself if you don't matter to anyone else. If you can just take a moment every day, look in the mirror and tell yourself, I love you. And understand that you matter to the Lord, if no one else. And you can make it. Learn how to chase your potential. There's a lot that's going to be birthed in you, so begin to chase your potential. It's just me thinking again.
We are destined for greatness.
Wow. Talking about seasons. Well, in all seasons, we can look for the blessing. The blessing of learning, the blessing of growth, and definitely the blessing of overcoming whatever obstacle may come our way. Yes, they may come, and you may even be in one right now that is pulling you from to and fro. But if you look to God, from whence cometh all your help, don't play with Him, but look to Him, depend on Him. And guess what? As you're walking towards your destiny, you will be able to walk right through this season to the next.
We are destined for greatness.